Why do some animals eat their mates after sex? The practice of sexual cannibalism may sound like a horrific piece of fiction, but in fact this occurs in the behavioral repertoires of several animals. It refers to the eating of all or part of one's mate during courtship or copulation. This behavior can seem like an evolutionary puzzle. Why would evolution favor a behavior that leads to the death of one's mate or oneself? Sexual cannibalism that occurs after mating has been documented in several invertebrates, including arachnids, insects, and cephalopods. In some cases, it is rare within a species, whereas in others it is very common. A study of redback spiders, Latrodectus hasselti, found that males were eaten by females in 65% of matings. In an observation of an octopus, a female ate her mate but only after mating with him 13 times. Scientists think the frequency of sexual cannibalism also varies between wild and captive groups within a species. Generally, sexual cannibalism involves a female eating a male. The male's response in this interaction can vary dramatically between species. For example, the male redback spider appears to sacrifice himself voluntarily. That is, he positions himself at a female's mouthparts after mating, thereby making it easy for her to eat him. In contrast, the male giant Asian mantis, that is, a praying mantis of the species Hierodula membranacea, appears to do all it can to avoid being eaten. It leaps onto the female's back from a great distance and positions himself at an angle that makes an attack less likely. Why doesn't the redback spider do this? This is a question for evolutionary biologists who consider why a behavior occurs by examining how it benefits an individual's reproductive success. For mating behaviors, costs and benefits differ between males and females. Females usually benefit by investing lots of energy and resources into a limited number of large gametes, that is, her eggs, whereas males usually benefit by investing their energy and resources into spreading as many of their abundant tiny gametes, that is, his sperm, as possible. With respect to sexual cannibalism, however, the high cost to the individual male is obvious, but the evolutionary benefits to both him and his mate are not as clear. For females, consuming a male likely provides her with the benefits of added nutrition and energy that can be passed along to offspring. Studies have found that females are more likely to eat males when they are hungry, and, in some cases, females who eat males go on to produce heavier egg cases with more numerous offspring. Males that get eaten, in contrast, may benefit in several ways despite paying the ultimate price. Consider that some 80% of male redback spiders die without ever getting the chance to mate and produce offspring. Under such circumstances, a 65% chance of dying during mating may be worth the risk from an evolutionary fitness perspective. Also, the sacrifice of the male's body to his mate could translate into the female producing more numerous offspring or hardier offspring that have a higher chance of survival, ensuring that his genes make it into subsequent generations. Some studies suggest that the male's body size may be important, larger males providing more food than smaller ones. In addition, sexual cannibalism may increase the male's chances of fertilizing the female's eggs successfully, simply because the female spends more time with him. In some cases, prolonged mating allows for more sperm to be transferred, increasing the chances of fertilization. Prolonged mating can occur in other ways, however, and need not result in the female dining on the male. In some species of flies and other insects, other nuptial gifts, including regurgitated food, salivary secretions, and selected body parts, have been shown to increase mating duration. Moreover, sexual cannibalism may reduce sperm competition between the male that sacrifices himself and other males that appear later. Some studies have shown that females do not mate for a time after consuming a male partner, and, thus, other males that follow are less likely to share in the fertilization of the female's eggs.